Do your thing. You're gonna find a plethora of different stuff. How can we get back to that where we don't feel like we're, I'm sorry, I'm gonna use it, shucking and jiving.
Back in the day to where it is now, it's huge, right? Which is a good thing. But then, like you say, the integrity or the respect has been lost. You posted something today that kind of talks to this. So I don't know how to get back to that, but as an artivist,
Ooh.
Yes.
it's important for us. This goes back to our conversation in Atlanta, to keep the blinders on and keep the conversation going and keeping our integrity and inspiring those who watch us. Because people are looking at us. They're watching how we move. So we have to grab that youth, grab those people that are coming up under us and like show them, I don't know if we can call it the right way, but the way that we love.
Yeah.
I would say it's maybe twofold, because it's definitely, I don't think people realize how much in the industry a while ago dancers were at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was. And and nobody really wants to acknowledge that, because like when it back in the day, or 5 years ago, we only mattered when however long it took for the production to finish and be relevant.
Yeah.
Once that was it, even if you choreograph for a big name, you're done. As long as when the track is over, like when the track isn't hot anymore, the dancers are done. When the award show is over, you're
going back to Jack in the
Box. That's it. Like, and we're
Africa is complex. Africa has so many different cultures, languages, styles, music, dance. It's not a monolith at all. Okay? So with my
North and South and East.
Oh, sure. Yeah, a lot of people forget that. What I love to say is they thought that they were only bringing human beings, but they were bringing Africa to America. Do you know how big that is? They were only looking at a surface level.
But then they got all of it.
And then they got all of it. So here's this relationship or lack thereof amongst Americas and the continent of Africa. So that's why even when you see the logo, the continent is in between two A's. Because if we as the diaspora look to the center of either where our joy comes from or where our hurt comes from, that's where the healing begins.
Dropping bars.
So that is why I created and called it Africa in America. Now, me as an artist, I know my place. And the only way that I'm able to contribute to the greater healing that needs to be done is only through art. Your role may be different. Other people's roles, once again, is representing, not being a monolith. Everyone does not have the same role. Everyone does not have the same way of doing things. So if you are rocking with that type of mentality, you're not rocking with the Africa and America mentality. And so this is just not for you. But for those who co-sign, for those who rock with the mentality that we are all different,
yes,
that we will all come to the same goal, the center, on different paths and different ways, then what's up? What's up, my G? Welcome to the Africa and America. What's up?
What's up?
You here? Hit us up.
We made it.
You may be on the show one day. Change anything if you don't let go and just give it. And say the experiment quote thing, I'm blasted. Like, it's going to be like, the font is going to be so freaking huge. That's going to be in some way the title of this episode. I'm gonna form this episode around that.
I
Say
was
it.
talking to one of my friends. I forgot I was talking to one of my friends who's actually pregnant. She was like, actually, that might be the best advice I've ever gotten. But I pretend like I'm doing an experiment every day so I don't get attached to the outcome.
That's golden. I'm so sorry. That is just golden. I wouldn't.
But I think it does read over. I know we're talking about motherhood, but like I think it reads over into artistry because I think I got that mindset because one of my acting coaches, Sheldon Fred, who is amazing, but he was saying like every time you audition or every time you go in the room, like you have to leave the room and not be attached to whatever the outcome is. Because every time you go in the room to audition, whether that be for, acting or dancing, like you're literally going in there to people that already have predetermined ideas of what they want. So you could be the best dancer or the best actor, but like if you're not the right skin color or the right size or any of those things, then you're basically like you're you can't be attached to it because it's not even on you. It's like you're walking into a room of like a producer, a casting director, there's all these people, the choreographer, like there's all these people in the room and they have to have a say so in what's happening. And it's not even based a lot of the time on your talent. It's based on the character description or what they need. So
you guys, as you can see, this is the reason why Natalie is the co-host because I think that really covers this particular episode. I think that she really dropped a number of bombs that makes it necessary to come to some type of conclusion. I was going to bring up one other gripe that I had. It's like, this is Natalie's role. Natalie brings everything together and I just do. I want to dig deep in terms of explaining to people the weight of an artist when you are talking about African diasporic music and dance, the weight that you have to carry. Because the reason why I asked that question is if you are attached directly, first lineage or first generation anything, there's a certain expectation if you're born into something. It's not just about face value, you're just great.
But that's what it is now.
And da. Can you talk more and dive into that part that a lot of people really don't know about?
You know me, I might get my ass handed to me what I'm about to say, but a lot of times it's actually could be both sides. It could be you're born into it, you're first generation into it, and then here you are presenting new factors of it. But one thing that we got to realize is too, we could be those first cats that to really get paid and to be able to open up this door for people, but we can't do it with ego. Can't do it with ego. No more. I say I ain't doing no more lies. I don't want no problems. You, me, Talise, my get, Atiba, Amadou. It's like, here we go. We come with that shit again. I'm like, but I say, you know what? I keep peace. I have no weapons. I'm not saying nothing. But if you ask me a question like that, yeah, it's weight on us, but not in the weight of the community outside. We're fighting to get into it. We're in it now. But the thing is, the weight is coming from our people. And the weight is coming from our people understanding that we got to evolve. Yeah. You have to evolve. If we don't evolve, hell, I mean, come on, let's keep it 100. How many classes of folks now gonna keep doing the same stuff for years and years to come? But now folks are starting giving, I'm studying Mali dance now, and I'm understanding the technique now. I'm doing this, or and I'm the Ivorian dance. Okay, that's all great. That's great. But it takes more than that of understanding what self is within those steps and within those music, within those rhythms, within that folklore. And that's because you grew up in something and that you're born into something. I'm the first one to do it. Doesn't mean that you don't understand that this same tweakering that you need to keep it going, the same with doing for yourself, whether it's your emotion and whether it's your mental, whether it's your all of that. I hope that answers the question.